So no buttons in. You're going to start standing. Let's place left foot on the motor. Right foot is going to be behind. Behind, you're going to be in a forward lunge. You want your left knee directly over the left ankle. You're going to hinge forward. Palms are going to be facing behind you. And from here, just draw back. It's light. We're just warming up the shoulders. And you're just pulling back. Left foot is on the motor. You're in a forward lunge. Left knee over left ankle. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, pause with the arms behind you. And you're still in this hinge forward. Let's just bend and straighten the elbows. Doing tricep extension, elbow extension. Motor is on the ground, arm bar is in front of you. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to bring those arms forward, turn the palms to face the ceiling, bend the elbows, fingertips towards the ceiling. You're going to step forward and up, and then you're going to step down to the side, squat down, stand up, step back into your lunge, step forward and up, step side and down, step side and up, lunge, up, down, to the side, up, back leg goes back, lunge down. So we're really turning on this left hip. Should feel the stability. The knee never leaves from being on top of the ankle. And down. 3 more. This is 1. 2. And on this one, you're going to come up and you're going to pause down in your squat to the side. Legs are parallel. And now you're going to punch that left arm across. Across, across, across. For 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the arms back in. Now we're going to turn to face the motor. You're still in this lunge position. You're going to come out. The left hand has the outside strap. Right hand has the inside strap. What you're going to do is you come forward into your lunge. You're going to reach your left hand back towards its starting position. It's coming across your body. You rotate, reach behind. Rotate, reach behind. That right arm is just bent at your side. We're rotating the torso, getting internal and external rotation of the pelvis. Reach behind for 5 more. 5, 4, 3, whoa, 2. Last one. Now you're going to return that strap all the way back in. Let the left hand go. You're still in this lunge. Left hip should really be engaged. We're going to step forward and up, reach that right arm up, step back, up and back, up and back, up. Good. So it's the hand that's closest to the arm bar. Good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. And now you're going to come up, stand both feet on. Both feet are on. Draw the hand down. You only have your right hand in the strap. You're going to turn to face your arm bar again. Both feet are on. Hinge forward. Reach down. Grab the left strap as well as the right strap. Good. Both feet are on now. Holding on. We're going to float the left leg back behind you and hold. Pull the arms up towards the ceiling and hold. Find your balance. Open and close the arms for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring the arms in. Now, you're going to be stepping off the motor with that left leg and back. Bring that right knee over the right ankle. You're in your lunge. Okay, turn your palms to face the ceiling. Bend the elbows. We're going to step forward and up. Bring that left leg to tabletop. Step down inside. We're back to what we were doing. Now warming up that right hip. Whoop. Step back. Step side and up. Step back into your lunge. Side and squat. Back and lunge. Side and squat. Trying to keep that right knee over the right ankle the whole time. So when you step back, you hinge forward. 2 more. 1. And then this one, you're going to pause down into that squat. Now, punch that right arm across the body. Punch across. Punch across. Punch across. Punch across. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, just rotate your entire body to face the motor. You're going to reach that right arm. You hinge forward. Reach the right arm towards its home position, and then rotate and reach behind you. In this lunge, we're going to challenge stability of the torso, stability of the pelvis. For 5, we get external rotation of the hip, internal rotation. 3, try to keep that right leg still. Last 1, place the strap back in its home position. The hand closest to the armbar still is in. You're going to step forward and up, reach down, step forward and up, step forward and up, step forward and up. And as you step up, you reach that left arm up towards the ceiling. For 5, 4, 3, 2, hold up, place both feet on. Turn to face your armbar. Hinge forward. Grab your other strap. Stack your spine back up. Holding up, turn the palms to face the ceiling. Bend and straighten your elbows. For 10, 9, 8, 7, good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the arms down. Place one foot on one side, the other foot on the other, so your legs are parallel. You're going to bring your heels to squeeze the motors. Not your heels, sorry. The inside of your ankle. Reach forward. If you want to challenge yourself for this next part, you're going to go ahead and put a button in. Heels are squeezing together. Palms turn to face the ceiling. We're going to squat down, bend the elbows, stand up, straighten the elbows. So as you squat down, you bend the elbows, you stand up. And you want to get those inner thighs engaged because of the weight of the arm bar. The motor will move if you don't squeeze with your inner ankle. For 5, for 4, good. So this is like we're doing 3. Footwork on the reformer. 2. Last 1. Hold down into your squat. See how low you can get and get those inner thighs engaged. Bend and straighten the elbows. Bend and straighten. Good. Trying to squeeze those inner thighs. You may feel the motor moving underneath you, and if you do, squeeze with your ankles more. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Good, everybody. 1, straighten those arms, lower down. Stand up tall. Now, you're just going to shift to the balls of your feet, draw the shoulders down, rise up onto the balls of your feet. Now you're kind of squeezing with the arch of your ankle, not the underneath part, but the side arch. Now from here, pull back into those hands, squat down, stand up. Try to make sure your knees go straight forward, not out to the side. You don't want to externally rotate as you squat down, up, lower down, lift up. Good. Rise, raised, up. Yeah, on the balls of your feet. English, yes, I think. Lower down. Stand up. 3 more. 3, 2. Heels are lifted. Last 1. Now you're going to pause down into that squat. Arms are pulled back behind you. Drop your heels down. Lift your heels up. Drop your heels down. You're in that squat. Lift up. lower down, lift up. If you have to move your feet away from the motor for a second, that's okay. Lift and lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand up tall. Now you're going to turn out. Lift your heels up. You're on the balls of your feet. Your heels are squeezing towards the center. So you're in that Pilates V. Heels are squeezing onto the motor, raised up onto the balls of your feet. Now, squat down and bicep curl. Hold. So you should be externally rotated now. Heels pushing into the motor. Now reach up. Reach up. Holding this external rotation squat. Good. And up. And up. And up. For 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Lower the arms down, stand up tall, place the heels down. Hinge forward, place the straps back in, come to a sitting position on your motor. Wow, my legs are quivering. Shake it all out. Okay, you want to have about a hand's distance between you and the edge of your springs. You're sitting up tall. Now, when sitting on the motor, try to give yourself a little bit more cushion by engaging your glutes. That's going to lift you up slightly. Balls of the feet are on the arm bar. Turn the palms to face the ceiling, sitting up tall. Roll back into your C curve. Hold here. Lift the arms to be in line with the shoulders. Bend and straighten the elbows. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Good. Bend and straighten. Continue going. Bending and straighten the elbows. For 5, 4, 3, 2. You're going to pause with your elbows bent. Draw the shoulders down. See if you can tilt your pubic bone more, getting deeper into that C curve. Your sacrum should be on the motor. Bring your right leg up. As you straighten your right leg, you're going to straighten your left arm. Your right arm stays still. You're just straightening left leg, bending and straightening right arm. Just keeping that bicep curl, wrist straightens, and you make a long straight line straight out in front of you from your shoulder. Your elbow and shoulder always stay in the same plane. Elbow is parallel to the ground. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause with the elbows bent. Place the foot down. Keep your 90-degree angle. Lift your elbows up. Shoulders stay down away from your ears. As you lift those fingertips up, make sure those shoulders stay down, Kathy, letting the scapula come underneath the armpit. Good, everybody. For 5, Patricia, make your elbows a little bit more narrow. 4, 3, 2. Bring your head back a little bit more, Alicia. 1, and bring those elbows back in line with the shoulders. Bring your left leg to tabletop. As you straighten the left leg, straighten the right elbow, and then bend. As you bring that leg back into tabletop, you bend the elbow. Now, keep that left shoulder engaged, drawing down, letting it stabilize your upper body for 4, for 3, for 2. Last 1, place that foot down, straighten the arms out, roll up, sitting up tall, turn your palms to face behind you, pull back, pull back. Now, sitting up tall, good. Good. For 5, 4, 3. Let this move right into it. As you reach the arms forward, you turn the palms to face each other, roll back into your C curve again. Tilt that pubic bone, get onto the sacrum and off the tailbone. Bend your right arm in, rotate to the right, straighten the arm, rotate to center. Left arm in, rotate to the left. Good. Rotation as you row in. Row and rotate, row. So now with all that stepping up and balance work, we've already warmed your core up. Now feel that contraction of your core to both stabilize and move your torso. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and on this one you pause, rotate it in. That arm is pulled in whatever side you're rotated. Now from here, straighten the opposite leg. For me, I'm rotated to my right, so I'm straightening my left leg. Lift it higher than my left arm. And now open and close. That floating opposite leg. For me, it's my left because I'm rotated to the right. Make sure you're just floating the opposite leg for 5. Good. Nice there. See if you can tilt your pubic bone more, tilting back further. 2, 1, and bend that knee. Place that foot down. I'm straightening my right arm. Straighten your arm out. You're rotated back into the C curve. Bend the opposite arm in and rotate to the other side. Hold. Now you're going to straighten that opposite leg. I'm rotated to my left, so I straighten my right leg and open and close. Open and close. Patricia, see if you can square your shoulders off. Don't side bend to your left. Square your shoulders off so it's rotation, not lateral flexion. For 3. Good, everybody. 2, 1. Place that foot back down. Straighten the arms out. Roll forward and up. Round the shoulders forward and back. Nicely done, everybody. Okay, put in both buttons. Both buttons are in. You're facing your arm bar. You place your legs through the straps. And you want to bring the straps up as high as they can come. If they can come above the knees, depending upon leg width. You can come up above the knees, great. So your legs are going to come through the straps. And they're going to come up as high as you can. If you can get them above the knees, great. I have chicken legs, so it's possible. So once you have those straps as high as they can come on the legs, you're going to scoot your sacrum as far forward, close to the arm bar as you can, and then you're going to lie down on the motor. Your feet should be over the arm bar. So there should be space over the arm bar. You're going to lie down. Keep your spine in neutral to start. And we're just going to start by leg lifts. So you're bringing one leg to tabletop at a time as you're marching up. So we're accessing our hip flexors here, but by maintaining your neutral spine, you're activating pelvic floor, lower abdominals. So every time you bring your legs up, you should think about drawing that triangle from your pubic bone to the front of your hips, across underneath your belly button. That makes a triangle. Try to draw that down towards your sacrum as you're marching here. For 5, 4, arms are down at the side. You can play with your hand position. 2, 2, 1, 1. Now bring your right leg to tabletop. Flatten out your low back. Everybody, you're going to bring your arms out to the side to make a T and then rise up onto your fingertips. So only your fingertips are touching the ground. Low back is flat. Bring your left leg to tabletop. So arms are out to the side. Only your fingertips are touching. Legs are in tabletop. You have those straps. You reach the legs forward. You draw them back in. So when you reach those legs forward and straighten them out, you go down only as low as feels comfortable for your low back, where you can maintain that support. Ribs are drawing down. Your spine is completely flat on the motor. And these are just kind of, you're drawing your legs in with your lower abdominals. For 5, go only as low as feels comfortable for your body. If you have to keep the legs bent and just toe tap, that is great as well, just as much work. Now keep your legs as straight as you can and hold. Holding here. Lift your right leg up, lower it back down. If this ever gets to be too much, you were just lifting and lowering the right leg. If this is ever too much, you just bend that left leg into tabletop. Otherwise, you're keeping it out there for 5, 4, low back is flat. 3, listen to your body, take a break whenever you need to. 1, keep the legs side by side, lower and lift, left leg now, lower and lift. Good. That right leg is staying still. Remember, listen to your body. If you need to bend it into tabletop, that is fine. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bend the legs in. Lower the hips down. Sorry, lower the feet down. Legs are still in the straps. Feet are on the ground. Palms can come to rest on the ground, bending those elbows to be flat. Now just lift your hips up into a bridge. It's a really small lift. And then you lower your hips down. You barely get your ribs off as you lift the hips up. Lower back down. Lift up, lower down. Last one. Lift and hold. So now you're in this bridge. Keep the hips lifted. We're going to march from here. You draw one leg up, then the other leg. So now we have that hip stability, drawing on your deep core muscles to pull the legs up into tabletop one at a time. You're marching. Try to keep your hips as still as possible for 5, 5, 4, good, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Lower the hips down. Pelvis is on the motor. Reach your arms straight up towards the ceiling. Knees are bent, feet are flat on the ground. We're going to do a roll up. Look down the nose. Roll your spine all the way up. Grab behind your legs at any point to give yourself assistance. Good. Sitting up tall. Oi, round the shoulders forward and back. You're going to take those straps. You're going to now place them around the arches of your feet. Your feet are still in front of the motor. The strap should be in the home position so that you can take out one button. So you should only have one button in. If that's too heavy, you can take another button out. So there's no buttons in. You're going to shift so that your feet are behind the arm bar. That means you have to scoop back on the motor. That's fine. So your both feet are in straps. You're going to bring your hands to rest underneath the arm bar. Underneath, make sure it is not on the arm bar. Then you're going to reach one leg back, then the other leg back. So you're in an all fours position, and then straighten your legs into a plank. You're now in your plank. Both feet are strapped. Remember, take a break at any point if you need to, and then join back in. Let's bring your left knee to be on the motor. And now your foot can be on the ground behind you, or you can keep it flat on the motor or tuck your toes. That left leg is now on the motor. Right leg is straight back behind you. Lift the right leg up so it's parallel to the ground. Bend your knee in. Straighten the leg behind you. Bend the knee in. So you're doing a donkey kick. Well, your two hands are on the ground and your left knee is on the motor. Good. Good. Nice, Sarah. Good, Kathy. You want to try to get that leg parallel to the ground for 5. Good, Alicia. 4, 3. Emily, I can't see you, but I assume you're doing this. Awesome. Keep that leg straight behind you. Now, let's paint 5 circles each direction. 5, with that leg straight back behind you. 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 the other direction. 5. Good, Patricia. 4. Keep that leg straight. 3. Keep your hips square to the ground. 2, 1. So many instructions given. Tuck the toes. Place that foot on the ground. Don't feel like you have to hit every instruction. It will settle in and you'll remember it over time. Straighten both legs back behind you and hold. Hold. Find your plank. Push away from the ground, from underneath the armpits. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Now we're going to place the right knee on the motor. You can either tuck your toes, so your bottom of your arch of your foot is reaching back behind you and you're on the balls of your feet on the motor. Flatten the foot out, or even rest on the ground if you scoot far enough back. Float the left leg up. Hold. Good. Now bend that left knee in, kick back behind you. Now everybody, try to put a little bit more weight in your left hand. That's going to let you square your hips off so you don't push your hips out of alignment. You want to keep them square as possible. Pushing into that right knee and pushing into the left hand. Kick back. Good. For 5, 4, 3. Good, Andrea. 2. And keep that leg straight back behind you and hold. Try to keep that leg parallel to the ground. Hold. Now, open and close that leg. Open and close. You're sending it out to the side. You're bringing it back to center. Side, center. Now, as you open that leg, try not to let your pelvis move for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 circles each direction with that leg in line with your hip, straight in line. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend that knee. You're going to place both knees back onto the ground. And let's bring your feet out of the straps. Shake it all out. Great job. Now, we're going to just turn to have the motor armbar behind you. So you can use this as a bit of a rest period to switch the arm bars so that you're going to be stepping forward and the arm bars are going to be behind you. Okay? And then when you're ready, you're going to come back to a sitting position on the motor. Now, this can be kind of a tricky position for feet. So, what you're going to do is we're going to take out all the buttons. So there are no buttons in. At any point, if this gets too much for your arms, you can just, if one shoulder is hurting, just take out that strap. Okay, then you come up to a high kneeling position and you're squeezing the motor with your inner thighs. So you're on your knees. Sorry, if you need to get a pad right now, go ahead and grab that pad to place underneath your knees. We're not going to be on this position for too long, just know that. Bend your elbows into your side. Punch across the body and rotate. Punch across and rotate. It's kind of nice. Bringing everything down, getting that length. Good. It's a false sense of security. And punch across, punch across, punch across. Good. Now let's start to pick up that tempo. Faster a little bit. Just start to pick it up a little bit. Good. And feel the length and the movement of the scapula. Paying attention that as you reach and punch across, that shoulder is coming underneath the armpit. Good, everybody. Now let's see if you can go as fast as you can. And it's only as fast as you can while maintaining that scapular mobility. You want that shoulder blade dropping down and underneath, keeping the shoulder blades away from the ears for 10. Good, Alicia, 9. Good, Kathy, 8, 7. Good, Emily, nice. 5. Keeping those shoulders down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Both arms straighten out. Open the arms. Inhale, exhale, bring the arms back together. Open the arms, and then exhale, bring them back together. And it's dynamic with that exhale. Engage the pecs to bring the arms forward. Not spastically, quickly with control. So you engage the muscles for 5. So it's quicker in, quicker to slow. 2. Pause with the arms straight out in front of you. 5 circles each direction. 5, 4. Listen to your body. If it starts to get into your neck, you just drop your hands down a little bit. 1, 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the arms down to your side. Okay, so now we're going to take your left leg. You're going to bring it forward and onto the ground. And then you're just going to transfer that left foot onto the motor. Okay, we're going into this is a deep lunge. You can bring your hands onto your knee to assist. What we're doing is straightening your back legs. You're going to be in a forward lunge position. Left knee will be bent. Right knee will be straight behind you. You can do your hands on the knees, reach the arms forward, stand forward and up. Now, my arch of the foot is on the arm bar. Now reach the arms forward and back, turn the palms to face the ceiling. Even though my arch of my foot is on the arm bar, I am not putting any pressure on that. The pressure is pushing down into the ground, not into the arm bar. For 5, hinge forward more, Kathy, from your hips. 3, good, Sarah, good, Patricia. Emily, if you can, hinge forward more. 2, it will get into your left glute more. And then pause with those arms forward. Keep those arms reaching forward. You're going to step forward and bring that right leg to tabletop. Then step back. Keep those arms lifted. So we're working the shoulders as you step forward and up. And you bring that knee up. That right knee comes up. Be sure not to step so far back that you hit your arm bar. Remember, as you step back, you hinge the body forward. From the pelvis, not from your back. For 5, 4, 3, 2. And after this one, you're going to step out to the side. Step out to the side. Good. Squat down. Your left foot is on the motor. Punch the left arm across the body. Keep that right arm up and at your side. For 5. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that right arm to hover in front of you. And what you're going to do is you're going to bring that right, sorry, by right arm, I mean left arm. You're going to bring your right knee up to your left hand. To keep the weight on the motor. Good. Good. Up. Up. Now let's pick up the tempo as fast as you can. Try to keep your body still for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. You're going to step both feet onto the motor. Find your balance. It's a lot harder at times. Stabilize through here while challenging your proprioception. Then you're going to take that right leg. You're going to step it behind and tuck the toes to come back into your lunge. Bring your arms forward. And now we're just going to lower down onto the ground. Lower the arms down to the side. Oh, yay, we have another side. Yay, happiness. Round those shoulders forward and back. Okay, bring that right foot forward and onto the ground. Sorry with my messing up of the left and right. And then you're going to bring that right foot onto the motor. You can either bring your hands onto your knees, reach the arms forward, or you can also just stand and come into your lunge if this is too much. And now, you hinge forward, you straighten your back leg. Your right knee stays bent. You reach the arms forward. From here, let's just do 5 times. Bend and straighten the elbows. Reach forward and back in. 2, 3, 4. Reach the arms forward and hold. Step forward and up. Bend that knee in. Up. Back and in. Up. Back into the lunge. Trying to keep that right knee over the right ankle the whole time. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and on this one, up, step out to the side. Right hand, same hand that has a foot on the motor. You punch across your body. Punch across. Punch across. Good. Punch across. Now keep that weight on the motor for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. Now you're bringing left leg to right hand. And up. And up. And up. So you're bringing, yes, good everybody, you got it. Now go as fast as you can for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Good. 3, 2, 1. Step forward and up. Woo. Find your balance. Big inhale and exhale. Then you're keeping your right foot on the motor. Step your left foot back. Come into your lunge position. And we're just going to lower down, lower down, lower down. Place the straps and the pegs. Bring the hands out. And you're just going to bring your arms forward and push down into a child's pose. Oi. Lots of dynamic movement. Okay. So now let's put all the weights in the buttons. All buttons are in. You're going to lie down on your back. Head is going to be towards the arm bar. We're going to be placing feet in straps. So you want your sacrum all the way to the front so that your head is on the silver pad of the motor. So depending upon torso length, that may be different for everybody. Then you place one foot in the strap and you place that foot on the ground. You don't want it just floating up in the air. It makes the balance that much more challenging. Then you place your other foot in, and then you're going to bring both legs straight up towards the ceiling. So it's like you have your feet in straps on the reformer. Good. Great. I see all the legs to the air, I think. And what we're going to do is we're just going to lower and lift the legs. So using this as an active recovery, but it's not just lazy. You want to still be engaging the core. So feeling how your ribs are not on the motor, but right outside of your spine, like your ribs maybe start to touch. Now just below that, you'll kind of feel an openness. There's no bone. You'd think that's just kind of empty space, but that's really where your core begins. On the spine, just underneath the ribs. And it wraps around. You're continuing to lower and lift the legs and forward towards your belly button. So you want to think of it as a little bit of a corset. And so as you lower your legs, cinch that corset down and in. So you're creating this downward draw of the entire belly button and the entire core. And now on this one, pause with your legs lowered down to a 45-degree angle. Engage your core. Now think about your sternum. It's your breastbone. You want to pull it down towards your pubic bone. So you're wrapping in and pulling your ribs down. Now bend your knees into tabletop, straighten the legs out, engaging the entire complex of your core. This should be challenging for your abs. If you're not challenging your core here, trying to engage it, that is fine as well. You're just getting less from the exercise, but you're still getting plenty of core work. If you don't feel like you can get that engagement, don't worry, you are still working your abs. For 3, for 2, keep the legs straight on this one. Now, front of your hips, find your hips. You'll feel 2 bony points. Those are called your ASIS. And then there's your pubic bone that's down towards the front of the pelvis. So draw a line from your ASIS to your pubic bone. It makes a triangle. Draw that point down. Now you're getting your low abdominals. Open and close the legs. Open and close. Open and close. So you have that triangle pulling down towards your sacrum. You have your sternum pulling towards your pubic bone. And you have your core coming from your spine, wrapping around and cinching like a corset. Engaging all of that for 3, 2, pause with the legs open. You're going to paint 5 circles each direction. 5. See how low you can get your legs. 3, 2, 1. 5 the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the legs together. Send them up towards the ceiling. Separate them at the top. Circle down and around. Big leg circle. Now, get your core engaged. When you feel your legs exerting, that's when you draw on those 3 quadrants of your core. Sternum, middle of the ribs, and the triangle. Change direction of your circles. Open the legs up, circle them up around, push down through center. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your legs into tabletop. Bring one foot out of that strap. So one foot is out, and you're going to bring it to tabletop. The foot that is in the strap, you're going to straighten it up towards the ceiling and just try lowering and lifting just that one leg. Good. So it's lowering and lifting. Now, as you lower and lift that foot that is in the strap, as that leg lowers down, see if you can straighten your unstrapped leg straight out to make a 45-degree angle. So the legs will be forward away from you the same distance, but your strapped foot is staying straight. That knee stays straight and it just lifts up and down. Your leg that does not have a strap into it is bending in and out of tabletop, but it's almost as if your knees stay side by side the whole time, because they do. For 3, for 2, this is going to be fun. Pause with the legs both at a 45-degree angle. Both legs are straight, 45-degree angle. Open and close the legs. With one foot in the strap, you have to really use those obliques to not roll off the motor. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to take that foot that does not have a strap, place it on the ground. Bring the foot that is strapped out of the strap, place that on the ground, and now place the other foot that was previously strapless, the foot formerly known as strapless, is now going to go straight up towards the ceiling, foot in strap. There was my Prince pun. Okay, once you have that foot in the strap, you're going to straighten that leg towards the ceiling. Your other leg that is now strapless is bent into tabletop as you just lower and lift the foot that is in the strap. Good, you're just lifting and lowering. So now that leg stays straight. Your other leg is in tabletop. So now as you lower the foot that is in the strap down, you're going to straighten your strapless foot or strapless leg. Good. So this is, I guess, called stag in ballet. It's a ballet move. Good. For 5, 4, 3. So that left leg's coming in and out of tabletop, really working your abdominals. 2, good counting here. Pause with both legs straight, reaching out. Make sure your pelvis stays square. And let's open and close the legs. One side has a strap, the other side doesn't. See if you can get them to go equal distance. Good. Going down as low in those legs as you can. If it gets into the low back, you send the legs closer to the ceiling. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the legs together. Send them both up towards the ceiling. Place the strapless foot on the ground. Bring the other foot out of the strap. Place the strap in the home position. Knees are bent. Bottom of the feet are on the ground. Take a big inhale here. Exhale and just feel how you have more connection to your abdominals for stability. Reach your arms straight up towards the ceiling and roll up. If you need to grab behind your legs at any point to give yourself assistance, please do. Round those shoulders forward and back. Okay, you're going to just turn. No straps or anything. And you're going to just be sitting. Does not matter which direction, but just so that your arm bar is to one side of you. And from here, you're going to have both your knees bent. You're going to straighten your right leg out in front of you. Now, what you're going to do is create fists and lean back. And now, you're in fists right here. If you need to drop down to your forearms, that is okay as well. You'll just be really low. But from here, you want to press your shoulders away from your ears. So you're pressing your fist down into the ground. Let's just lift that right leg so it's parallel to the ground. So that right leg is straight and it's parallel to the ground. And you want to push your pubic bone towards the ground so you're in a neutral spine. And you should start to feel your quads. Now from here, let's just bend and straighten the elbows. So what we're also doing here is triceps as you stabilize in through that right quadrant of the thigh for 5. And you're on your knuckles so that you do not hurt your wrists. 3, 2, 1. Hold up, arms are straight. Just bend that right knee. Then you're going to straighten that left leg out. Good, it's parallel to the ground. Push out of that heel, flex the foot. And now bend and straighten the elbows again. Again, more elbow extension. This is working your triceps. Good. For 5. Well, no, I started that 5 count a little early. Good. For 5, 4. And because we're not overloading the shoulders, this is safe. If you start to feel a pinch, don't go down as low. 1. And pause with the elbows bent. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. See if you can straighten both legs out. If this gets into the low back at any point, what you're going to do is straighten the legs, straighten the arms all the way up and lower the legs closer to the ground. And you're holding here for 5, 4, 3. Bend your knees into tabletop. Press the legs straight. Your elbows are bent. You're engaging those triceps. You stabilized into the shoulders for 4, 3, 2. Good. Last one. Place one foot down, then the other foot down. Straighten your arms up and push yourself up to a sitting position. Arms are going to go out to the side to make a T. You're going to bring your right arm overhead, left arm in front, side bend. Draw your shoulders down to pull yourself up. Arms go out to the side. Opposite arm overhead, opposite arm in front, and side bend. Draw everything back up. Arms go out to the side. Let your collarbones lift as you open the chest up. Give yourself a big hug. You deserve it after that. And just go side to side. Open the arms back out to that side. Lift the collarbones up. Switch what arms on top as you give yourself another hug. This is to stretch out your scapula to get that mobility and some extension into the back. Good. Shake it all out, and you are done.